it's been very inconsistent, dude. And that's why we are in the position we're in now. We could qualify to the top 8 if like 5 results go our way, which is unlikely, but is possible. We are more likely to qualify to the playoffs if we get a positive result here today. But in the worst case scenario, we may lose this and results go against us and we get knocked out of the Europa League entirely. All 3 options are on the table today. We're about to head into the second half of our first season here at Fenerbahçe in Turkey. Yeah, we sit top of the Super League table with only 1 loss and 1 draw. Everything else has been W's and we are flying right now. We face the team in second place, Trabzonspor, to kick off the episode today, and they are our closest competitors, but we are the only team to beat them so far in the league. Oh, in the Europa League, things aren't looking too rosy. We're in 16th. We have our final game in the league phase of the Europa League coming up against Midtjylland as well in the episode later on. There they are, Trabzonspor. The only L they have in their last 5 games has come from us. Everything else has been a win for them. So we seemingly are the only team that are able to stop them. The only team that were able to beat them, not just in the league, but in the last episode we knocked them out in the cup as well. This time we're at home, but they are always a tough opponent no matter what. If you're going to enjoy this video, please drop a like on it and subscribe as well. I'd greatly appreciate that. I think if we will be able to beat Trabzonspor here today, that will be a big step forward in the title race. It'll be a massive advantage to us. We already have a significant points gap on them. I think we already have a game in hand as well. Just avoid defeat here, and they don't really have a big opportunity in catching up because we've played most of the big teams already twice. Unless we absolutely capitulate at some point, we should be okay. This is the lineup we're going with. Livakovic is in goal. We have Kostic at left back. We have Nikola Zalewski starting his first game here for us. We have Osterwald and Soyuncu. Yukshik is in the midfield alongside Fred and Szymanski. Unde starts, Hassan starts, and we have Yusuf and Nesiri leading the line. And this is the Trabzonspor team. We just sold Bright Osai Samuel over to them in January, and he starts at right back for them. Our new right back starts for us as well, Nikola Zalewski. His first start, he just joined us in the previous episode. So excited to see how he performs. And of course, this finally gives Levent Marcan the opportunity to rest, because he's been playing every single game this season. But finally, our right back has some competition and a suitable replacement to come in there for him. This is one of our last big games left in the league, just because of how fantastic we were in the beginning stages of the... Oh, this could be a pen. That is a pen. 2 minutes into the game, Çağlar Soyuncu just very lazy in how he stuck a foot in there. I mean, the player took a few steps before diving to the floor. But a penalty has been awarded to Trabzonspor. And this is an opportunity for them to take a lead, which they will from the penalty spot. 3 minutes into the game, we're a goal down at home. Not really how we planned for this game to start. A gift, really, for Trabzonspor. And considering how tight games against them are, that's a big advantage and a big blow for us. But I guess Filip Kostic over the left-hand side now looking for crossing there towards Nesiri. Good cross, good header. Fortunately for us, a good save by the keeper. A good reaction though, as we look to get that equalizing goal as quick as possible. Nikola Zalewski has bags of pace, as he will get to that. Our new right back. Oh, good ball in there towards, and Nesiri, good turn by our striker. And again, unfortunately for us, a good save by the goalkeeper. Left corner. It will be Filip Kostic. Insigne cross. In there! Oh no! What do you mean? The reactions are ridiculous from that close. World class save, that is. No other way of explaining it. We try again this time. Kostic looked to deliver it towards the near post there, but we couldn't quite get to it. All the momentum is with us right now. But it seems like their goalkeeper is well prepared for the onslaught. We have not suffered defeat as of yet at home in the league. Of course, in the league we have one loss, and that loss was away at Besiktas at Vodafone Park in the early stages of the season. So it's been a long time since we lost in the league. But as of now, we're losing here. We win that header. Yes, Fred. Good play by Fred, a bit fortunate, but ball makes its way here towards Filip Kostic. Another save by the keeper. The defenders as well reacting to everything. They're clearing the ball. They're kind of hanging on, defending for their lives. Against any other team, I'd say that early goal we conceded, or that early penalty which led to a goal we conceded, would have been a wake-up call. It would have not been the worst case scenario just because of how early it was. By the way, Chelsea splashing 91 million euros on Jeremy Frimpong. That's a crazy amount of money. But it's halftime and we're losing. But I was saying, if it was against any other team, I'd be happy that we conceded early. Not happy, but I'd be like, hey, we can spin this as a positive. But because it's Trabzonspor and just how good they are defensively, that's really not what we needed. We're hoping at some point, though, the pressure will lead to something. Oh, good turnover there by Fred. Direct. Man, who's this guy in goal they have? Bloody hell, they have prime David De Gea in there. Just saving everything. Kostic this time an out-swinging cross. Still doesn't lead to much. Kostic again. Looks for a cross this time. It's blocked, but that will be a foul for us, and it will be another opportunity to put in a cross, another opportunity to create a chance. We need to level this up as soon as possible, man. We just need to. So Kostic will look to maybe put it in towards the penalty spot there. Towards the back post a bit. It is Yusuf En-Nesyri. He got up high. But you see the frustrations from the bench as well. It's just not hitting the back of the net. And there's En-Nesyri again. This time soft. Coming up towards the hour mark. All the momentum still with us. Oh, good run there. Good pass by Hassan as well. It's Kostic towards En-Nesyri. Off the post this time. Mate. Come on, boys. Come on, boys. Go on, Hassan. Go on, Hassan. Stefan Savic very strong at the back. Oh, Hassan, good pressing. Oh, fortunate. Poor. 30 minutes remain. Still 1-0 to Trabzonspor. Good work by Osterwelde coming back and sweeping up. Szymanski, fantastic pass into the path of Cengiz Under. Under will have to go at it himself, and that's a very good run, but just hits it wide. We're playing well. Playing so well. Mate, okay, let's look at the bench. Alan Saint-Maximin, of course, is a good option to have. He just came back from injury. He's still not fully fit yet. We'll play him over on the left and move Hassan over to the right. We'll take off Szymanski, bring on Kavici in that midfield, as well as we desperately look to chase that equalizing goal. Free kick here by Trabzonspor, hitting the crossbar. Warning, that's a warning. What's the hell they're trying to deal with this situation? Work by the Dutch centre-back. Just gave him a new contract. And he is showing why he deserved it. Of the play. Kostic now to the fresh Frenchman, Alain Saint-Maximin. Saint-Maximin, clean it out, bro. Just clear it out. 5 minutes remain. Still losing by 1. Trabzonspor proving once again to just be a pain in the ass to play, bro. Oh, what a run this is. Still going. Still going, Kaveci. Still going, Kaveci. Goalkeeper's there again. Win that. Oh, lose out on the 50-50. Good work, Zalewski. Saint-Maximin. Alain Saint-Maximin. In the box. Oh, man, they just cut off the angle for him. They forced him to shoot at the near post, and the goalkeeper was always going to make that save. In the 90th minute, are we about to suffer our first loss at home in the league? Filip Kostic, another outswinging cross, and finally, Yusuf Enesiri waited for the 91st minute. We've been playing that same ball so many times. Eventually it works. And it's another goal from Yusuf Enesiri. Another clutch goal in a high pressure situation. In what, the 91st, 92nd minute? This time an equalizer. I doubt there's enough time for us to try to find a winner. There isn't. That's about it. That's full time. Another late show, and we rescue a point. If you analyze the whole game, you could argue that we deserved a win, but we just were so poor in front of goal, dude. Just so poor, and the goalkeeper was just phenomenal. But we take a point, and it's not the worst result in the world. Darlington David, as you see him there, leaving the doors of Fenerbahçe, goes out on loan to Kasim Pasha to get some game time till the end of the season. He'll be returning next season because this kid will be something special, but he's not really ready for our level of first-team football. Because we're at the top of the table, you know, there's high pressure up there, and we stay at the top. We are 6 points ahead, and we have a game in hand. That's very, very good stuff there. We face Midtjylland next. This is just the contrast of these two competitions. On one end, we are top, we're flying, we are undoubtedly the best team in the country. In Europe, however, we may not even qualify for the next round, depending on how this game goes. We have to win. All we can do is get the best result possible. And just hope, dude. And just hope the other results go our way. It's our final game in the Europa League phase. We're away against Danish side Midtjylland. And this group phase of the Europa League has been disappointing. Especially, again, if you compare it to how we've done domestically. It's been very inconsistent, dude. And that's why we are in the position we're in now. We could qualify to the top 8 if like 5 results go our way, which is unlikely, but it's possible. We are more likely to qualify to the playoffs if we get a positive result here today. But in the worst case scenario, we may lose this and results go against us and we get knocked out of the Europa League entirely. All 3 options are on the table today. But that's down to us, man. Poor result, losing against Union Saint-Gilloise at home. Horrific result, one of the worst results of the season. Poor result, losing against Slavia Prague. Poor result, drawing against AZ Alkmaar. But then we have good results such as going away to FC Twente and winning, beating Olympique Lyon, drawing against Athletic Club, beating Manchester United. Very inconsistent with the Europa League, dude. Both home and away, and I'm just like, hey, let's just make sure we qualify, you know, to the next round. And then because of the gap we have created in the league, we can more prioritize the Europa League later on in the season, because we faced most of the big teams in the league, you know. So that's the plan, but we'll see if it goes that way. Our lineup: Levakovic in goal, Kostic, Osterwalder, Suyuncu, and Merkan comes back in the lineup. Yuksik, Fred, and Szymanski. Saint Maximin on the left, Tadic on the right, and Yusuf En-Nesyri up top. Alain Saint Maximin is back. He's about 80-85% fit. He's really struggled so far coming back from that injury. He was out for like, what, 3 months or something. At the time he got injured, he was undoubtedly our best player at the time. And we're hoping he can get back to those heights. And we're hoping he can start here today. Mr. Tadic. Just barged off the ball. It's Mitchell out with the shot outside the box. Simple for Levakovic. It's Fred. Drifting out to the left-hand side. Finding Kostic. Kostic finding Saint Maximin, and the footwork from the Frenchman creates a bit of an angle for the shot. It's Fred again. To Saint Maximin. Saint Maximin to En-Nesyri. Try to find the Frenchman once again. Poor pass by our striker. Good work by the Brazilian Fred. Yes, En-Nesyri again. En-Nesyri again. Tries to find Saint Maximin, but poor. 36 minutes gone. Goalless and quiet thus far. You saw the few pop shots we had from outside the box, and they had as well. That's about it. Nothing big has happened as of yet, but it may happen here. It's crossed in towards the back post. Kostic is alert to the danger. We'll say Maximin keep it in. He will. He plays it to Fred. Fred to Szymanski. Levent Markan. Oh, Markan trying to force it through there. Not the best pass from our right back. Yuksik, great interception. Fantastic touch by Saint Maximin to take out the right back from the game. What a run this is as well. Saint Maximin still going. Still going. Oh, hold on. Good work. Oh my goodness, En-Nesyri, bruv. That's like what, your fourth misplaced pass already. That's going to be a foul, and that's basically going to be it. Not quite. Oh, that's a foul, ref. Alain Saint Maximin looking lively. Looking very lively. This is a very good position for a free kick as well. Not much time left in the half. This is going to be it. It is Kostic. And who's that? Is that Szymanski? Well, he'll let it run, and it will be Filip Kostic. Saved. And half time. Goalless. Alain Saint Maximin looks lively. And Yusuf En-Nesyri has probably been the weakest link in our attack. I'm sure you guys already saw how many times all of our attacking moves broke down by him misplacing passes and stuff. And I'm thinking of bringing on a more technical striker up top. One that can link up the play a bit better because of how deep they're sitting when they defend. He isn't getting the space to really run in behind, and their centre-backs are so aerially dominant that he also can't be effective that way. So I'm thinking of bringing on Zeko, or potentially trying something a bit different. Oh, Chaglas out of position, trying to recover there, just point to the floor! And Midtjylland take the lead. This is a must-win game for us, not really for them. But they are the ones that have a lead, and I hope the replay shows what I saw here. You see that Chandler Suyuncu just out of position, tries to recover. The guy just shields him off. I don't know if he slipped or lost his footing or something. but we're a goal down. But to be fair, he is tired and he has played quite a lot of games. Alexander Chiku is finally fully fit, so he'll come in for Siyunchi. You know what we're going to do? We're actually going to bring on Kavechi over at striker and take off Enesir. We're going to go with a false 9. I think we've done this before. The last time we probably did this was against Manchester United and it proved to work. We'll go Kavechi up top, play him as a false 9. Like I said, we need that more technical player who can drop deep and potentially even create for our wingers as well. And we think Kavechi can do just that. Not much time left at all in this game. Oh, ball over the top there. What a pass that is. Thankfully, he couldn't really control it. We may need a few more changes here, lads. I'll be honest, Dusan Tadic has not provided much for us. Really hasn't, not even tired at all. We'll bring on Hassan, and we'll also bring on Nikola Zalewski in there for Levent Markan. Here's Zalewski. Linking up with Szymanski and now with Hassan. Hassan playing on the right. He usually plays on the left, but let's see if the youngster can be just as effective. Not in that instance. We're struggling, dude. We're genuinely struggling, and that change we made up top, let's say Palivakovic, that change we made up top by bringing on Kavechi has not worked as well as we would have hoped. That's gonna go out. I'm not gonna make it to say maximum. 7 minutes remain. Midtjylland on the attack, and we are just all over the place at the back, man. I think this may just be desperation of trying to get that equalizing goal. Doesn't happen often, but I'm feeling a bit clueless in terms of what to do. We'll take the corner short. Head it on. Good clearance. Looks like we're going to need another late goal in this game. Good ball by Chiku. To Kostic. Fred to Szymanski. Zalewski to Hassan. Hassan tackled. Good work, Yüksek. Hassan. Zalewski. Poor touch, Zalewski. Dude, we're not getting into their box. We're getting nowhere near their goal. And we need to square the minute. Can we even get forward, bro? Is there enough time? No, there isn't. There isn't enough time. We've lost. We've lost against Midtjylland. And we didn't threaten in that second half. I don't recall having a chance in that second half. Completely outclassed. Completely outclassed by Midtjylland. And now I can only hope that results went our way. We're going to take a look at the table here. What exactly is our fate? Oh, mate, we've actually made it through to the playoffs. We made it through to the playoffs with 3 wins, 2 draws, and 3 losses. We have a -1 goal difference. The other teams that made it through are Fenerbahçe, we have Hoffenheim, Lazio, Rangers, and Frankfurt all finishing below us. Above us, we have Dynamo Kiev with FC20, FCSP, Olympique Lyon, Slavia Prague, Anderlecht, Karabakh, Ajax, Spurs, Roma, none of them making it into the top 8. And the teams that are going straight into the round of 16 bypassing the playoffs are Porto, Man United, Galatasaray, Sociedad Braga, Athletic Club Nice, and Midtjylland. So Midtjylland beating us there goes straight into the round of 16, and we go into the playoffs, which is not the worst result in the world. However, the draw we have in the playoffs is one of the worst we could have gotten, because we'll be facing Tottenham Hotspur. Fantastic. And I just knew when I saw Tottenham and Roma didn't make it, we were going to get one of those two. We were just 100% going to get one of those two. And we have Spurs, one of the better teams in the competition. Just great stuff. But before we pay Tottenham a visit in the Europa League, we'll be paying them a visit in terms of transfer business. They have made Richarlison available here on the transfer market, and we've been looking for an attacker. A guy that can come in with Edin Dzeko aging and him being phased out. Now, he is not just available, he's available on loan. And I think that's just a deal that we at least have to try to explore. We're going to try to bring him in on loan until the end of the season. A player that can play up top, he can play on the left as well. I guess at a push, he can also play on the right, but as a versatile attacker, not the most flashy in the world, but I think he can provide us a very good option, at least until the end of the season, because Enesiri has been playing quite a lot, and Edin Dzeko, although he is still somewhat effective, is not the player that he used to be. Now, they have accepted a 6-month loan here for Richarlison, but we're going to try to split the wages straight down the middle, 50-50. And depending on how he does, or they agree to that actually, depending on how he does, we may explore bringing him in permanently next season. But there he is undergoing his medical. He's a player that's been on our shortlist for quite a while, just simply because he was available on loan. We don't have the biggest budget yet for Fenerbahçe, but we're trying to be as competitive as possible. And us having to face Tottenham in the future is just going to make this signing that much sweeter. We're also going to be exploring signing a left back, and this is the guy that I thought would come in and be perfect for what we're looking for. We don't officially own any left back. Filip Kostic is here on loan from Juventus, so we don't have a left back that is one of our own, and we'll be trying to bring in Kieran Tierney. We have a few other options at left back, but this is the number one guy I'd be looking to bring in. Our budget is around 14 million, so we'll try to sign him for maybe like 12 and a half, 13. If we can get that deal done, that would be great, because I really believe in Kieran Tierney, but well, never mind what I was gonna say, because that won't be happening. That just won't be happening. It's deadline day. If we mess up a deal, it's done. There's no redo. Kieran Tierney will not be coming. But then we go back over to North London. Yeah, we're doing some shopping in North London. Now we're going to be looking at Sergio Reguilon. He was the second option in terms of left back, considering that Mikel Arteta finds our opening offer a bit disrespectful. Although he doesn't use the guy, we're going to go back to Tottenham Hotspur. I don't really know how I feel about potentially signing 2 Tottenham players, but here we are. Sergio Reguilon. His market value is 12.5 million, so I think they'll be a bit more lenient in negotiating. We offer 12.5, they're asking for 13. We're going to be a bit stern and stick on that 12.5. See if we can bring him in. You'll see that the players that we're signing here are players that at some point had a reputation. You know, they've kind of never lived up to that, you know, which really ties in to what we're going through here, this whole rebuilding thing where we've kind of fallen from grace and we're trying to get back up there to the top. So the players we'll be signing are similar as well, with the likes of Nikola Zalewski. He broke through at Roma, he was hot, but then now never really went to that next level. Same thing with Richarlison, signed for big money, never really lived up to that. And Sergio Reguilon as well was a player that was highly touted, came through the Real Madrid Academy as well. But now he is in Turkey and he has just signed his contract, and there he is meeting up with some of his new teammates. And I am happy with the business we have done. We've had to be very, very smart and very meticulous in our approach here, because in the beginning we had like 14-15 million budget. Nothing big. That's nothing. And with ambitions of winning the Europa League, for one, you have to be very smart with the business you do, dude. And deciding to say you're regular for 12.5 million, I'm happy with that. Finally, Filip Kostic can finally breathe and have somebody to rotate with. He doesn't have to play every single minute of every single game. Yeah, so your Reguilon is in there. But here are some of the biggest deals that have happened across football. And like the top 5 or 6 deals are all defensive players, defenders and goalkeepers, which is just crazy to me. Some very strange, outstanding, surprising deals in the Nathan Ake going to Real Madrid. We have Destiny Doye to PSG, Kingsley Coman as well to Real Madrid. Not like they need more attackers. Also, you had Bakayoko to Real Madrid. A lot of big deals, but you won't see us involved in any of these conversations, I don't think, ever, right? But we made some good business. You know, we brought in 3 players. We brought in 3 players who will cover positions that we really needed. We brought in Nikola Zalewski to play at fullback and can play on the wings as well. I believe that the fullbacks and winger areas were like the weakest part. That's why we signed 2 players in there. So Zalewski coming in, he can play right back. I guess he can play left back if we really want him to, and he can play on the wings. We have Sergio Reguilon who can play at left back, and then we have Richarlison who can play as striker and on the wings if we really want him to. But here are some of the other deals that went through. Again, some are very, very surprising, but our biggest deal is right there. Nikola Zalewski signing from Roma for 15 million, and that was our first deal here at Roma as well. Prato Samuel was then sold to Trabzonspor for 8.9 million. We sold Bartuk Elmas to Düsseldorf, I believe, for 2.1 million. We have some youngsters going out on loan as well. Eman Adilovic and Darlington David promoted this season and immediately out on loan. So Reguilon just joined us now on deadline day, and so did Richarlison, and that was our transfer window. Very, very happy with what we were able to do there, and that is deadline day done, and those are the players we'll be going with into this next part of the season where we still have quite a lot to do. The last game of the episode will be Sim. We have Livakovic in goal, Kostic, Osterwalder, Jiku and Moldur at the back, Amrabat, Fred and Szymanski. We have Zalewski, Tadic and En-Nesyri. We have the 2 new Tottenham boys on the bench, and we're going to quick submit, and it'll be a 1-0 win with Yusuf En-Nesyri getting the winner in the 26th minute. Szymanski got a yellow card. Reguilon actually came on. Richarlison did not, but Reguilon came on in the 75th minute there for Kostic, and Zalewski got himself a yellow card. So we round off the episode with a win, at least in the league, and Yusuf En-Nesyri being man of the match. Just, he has to be reminded that, hey man, we have a new guy in now, you know, R9, yeah, Brazil's number 9 is here now, bro. So you gotta keep performing. He is top of the goal scoring charts as well, but Yusuf En-Nesyri has been phenomenal recently, man, and I have no complaints about him whatsoever. Next up, we face Istanbul Başakşehir in the cup in what will be another tough game. They are not fun to play either, and then we have those big games coming up against Tottenham Hotspur in the playoffs, and we have so many games coming up. It's crazy, dude. It's crazy. We're competing in the league, we're competing in the cup, and now in the Europa League. There's a point here which I counted. We have 6 games in 19 days. That's crazy. Less than 3 weeks, we have 6 games. So the new signings are definitely going to get game time. We're going to need the whole squad to be involved. And just a reminder of those who may have forgotten, the ambitions of the board is for us to win the league, to win the cup, and to win the Europa League. Now, can that be done is the question. If you haven't enjoyed this video, please drop a like on it and subscribe as well. I'd greatly appreciate that. I've been with you, Crusher, and I'll see you guys next time.